Hi, and welcome to our podcast, Good Deeds Real Estate with a Mission. I'm Diane Davidson still. Bill Weidecker, business partner, life partner. We're talking about switching chairs at some point, but we're afraid that most people
We don't want to confuse things.
Confuse people. Okay, so here we are. The numbers are in. Before we go to that, I just wanted to give numbers. You've been on a radio show once a week.
Yes.
Mondays at 7:20 a.m.
I'm a guest on the New Hampshire Today radio program Mondays, 7:20 a.m. So you're going to have to set your alarm clock, some of you. That's 610 WGIR, the call letters. And it's Chris Ryan's New Hampshire Today show. And it's a conversation on what's going on in the market. So many of you are hearing this information anyway, but this is... we're bringing it to the masses.
And it's live. I mean, it's live.
I'm in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great. I listen to it.
Yeah.
So there
Well,
you
there
go.
you go.
Okay, so that's that.
You just can't get enough.
When you're away from home and not in the
Yeah.
office, I have to
You
have
can
to
listen
hear
to
you
me on the
somehow.
radio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so numbers, New Hampshire numbers came
You know,
out.
I am interrupting.
Yeah.
My sister says I have a face for
Radio.
radio. A face.
That
Yeah.
was-
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, the numbers are out. Your glasses kind of match the.
Everything matches
Look at
everything
this.
today. I do, I put some thought into it.
It shows.
I have feelings.
Not like they say.
So, you know, I always want to take a look. I can't wait for the New Hampshire numbers to come out
Me
for
too.
the previous month, because I'm looking at these historical markers, and there's many of them, and I pay attention to a few. Closed sales
Yep.
is the most important one, and year to date, we are off 14.4% in units.
Meaning,
Single family houses, then we're only talking single families
Okay.
right now. So there are 9,373 closed sales, single family houses in the entire state through August. And last year at this time, there were 10,945, so call it almost 11,000, and call this 9,400. So we're off 14.4% in units. And so while, you know, that is a sign of the times, we have been in a low inventory market for years now. Each year since 2019, there's been less and less and less, and I believe that if we had more listings,
it's all.
they would sell. For instance, new listings are off 10.1% year to date. And we, you know, this time last year, we'd listed almost 14,000 houses, and right now we're at 12,500. So 1,500 too few houses. If those we had 1,500 more listings come on, no doubt, priced properly, they would all sell.
Properly, yes.
All sell. Good news for homeowners, however, that you know, prices are up. This time last year, the median sales price was $390,000. Now it's $446,000, and that's going to continue up because through August, just the August numbers, the median price was $450,000. So you take the year-to-date numbers at $446,000 versus the median through August, $450,000. There's still pressure going up.
Yeah.
A lot of numbers here. Days on market are down over last year, although in August, a slight tick up from 18 days to 19 days. And you think, well, that's nothing. What's one day? It's 5% longer on the market. I do believe we're going to look at time starting to tick up and up and up. I did look, interestingly enough, at 2019, also a low inventory market. The median days on market back then, 40 days. Now, if we listed a house today and 40 days later it was going under agreement, many of the sellers out there would say, wow, what took so long?
Mm-hmm.
I beg your pardon.
Oh my, that might be one of the sellers
Hello,
now.
this is important. I'm going to have to call you back. I'm on a blog. All right, goodbye.
It's a podcast.
Okay. It's a podcast. It goes to show you, the kids will know the difference. The rest of you won't. You know, while we're in, you know, for instance, back to the new listings, if we had more listings coming on the market, we would definitely sell them. It's an inventory-driven market, and we need listings, which means it's a huge opportunity for sellers out there.
Isn't it also an opportunity for buyers?
Well, yeah, because the way I look at it is with interest rates going up, And we're now slightly over 6% versus this time last year slightly over 3%. I think if we were still at 3% and we did not have an inflationary market, we would be looking at huge increases
Much
in
higher
prices.
yeah.
And so there's a saying, and I say it here a lot, is people don't live in the price as much as they live in the payment.
Yep.
And so if you can get a home that you want at a price that you like, yes, the interest rates are higher, but if you can afford it, the market is anticipating an easing of rates over time. The Federal Reserve is saying they don't intend, they're going to raise rates until they can curb inflation. And after doing so, they think the long term will be somewhere around 3% again.
So we can refinance.
Absolutely.
For instance. And in the meantime, if you're paying rent, rents are going up and will continue to go up.
Yeah,
And so that's just a no-win situation. There's one expression, we heard it at our conference, don't wait to buy real estate and wait.
Yep.
So like, as you said, if someone is comfortable with their payment, then it's still time to get into the market. It's
Yeah.
still time to make a purchase.
marry the price, date the rate. Because as it goes down, you can refinance. Right?
Yep.
Or you should refinance.
Yep.
The condo market is relatively the same. Where closed sales are off 13%, much smaller numbers. So closed sales year to date in the condo world is 3,024 versus almost 9,400 in single families. So just less condos. However, pending sales are off again by 10%. Prices. This is the interesting thing in terms of prices. We know that they were up 14% year to date for single family homes, 21%
I
in
had that
condos.
feeling. So entry level for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
And then days on market?
Days on market are 21 days on market
Interesting.
and versus 24 last year. However, days on market and condominiums are starting to tick up even more than single family
Right.
homes. So through August, days on market are up 22%.
Mm-hmm.
So that's only 4 days. Again, you go from 18 days to 22. You think
Significant
only 4 days,
percentage-wise.
but as a percentage, it is significant and starting to be. I think it's a precursor to more days on market over time. Because this tells me prices are at a point where the buyers are not ready buying them the moment they come on the market. They're waiting.
Yeah.
So the good news is the market still. I look at it this way versus the rest of the country. We are in a unique position, and that is that the state of New Hampshire, the foot traffic that we're seeing is as close to identical as where it was last year. And that tells me, versus other parts of the country where it's significantly lower,
Much different.
it's a much different market here. Much different market. That does not mean that you can just put any number on the house and it's going to sell. Because even though the market is appreciating, it's appreciating at a lesser rate than last year. And also, if your days on market start to wick up over 30 days, whatever you thought you were going to gain in appreciation, you're going to give up and having to reduce your price.
Can I just make one comment? I know I talked about this maybe it was a month ago, but with regard to days on market, because properties are coming back on the market more than they were, and I think largely because of inspections, and I'm glad people are having them. We never recommended not having them. And so that's a total, when something goes under contract and comes back on the market, the clock keeps ticking. So I just think that's an important thing. It's not something buyers and sellers are going to think about, so they just say, oh, days on market are up. But that's a fact of the market right now. And for better or worse, it has an effect on the way people behave.
And a good real estate professional, if you're a buyer out there looking at a particular property and you're saying, why so many days on market, can do the research for you.
Go into the history.
That's correct.
Right.
And can kind of tell you what's gone on with that listing.
Now, do you know any good real estate professionals?
I'm thinking of two or a team.
Initials, FHG, I don't know. Anyway, okay, well, thank you for digging into this. I love it.
Okay,
I know
me
you
too.
do, and I love to hear you explain it, distill it for us. So that's it for today. Yes?
Just trying to keep it real.
So thanks as always for tuning in. Please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on your favorite podcast platform, not blog.
And this is a
podcast.
podcast.
Yes.
We know that
Okay,
now.
good. Thanks.